Hello, I want to share with you this week from John, the Gospel of John, chapter 15, verses 1 through 11. And it reads in this way: I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine grower. He removes every branch in me that bears no fruit. Every branch that bears fruit he prunes, to make it bear more fruit. You have already been cleansed by the word that I have spoken to you. Abide in me as I abide in you. Just as the branch cannot bear fruit by itself unless it abides in the vine, neither can you unless you abide in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. Those who abide in me and I in them bear much fruit, because apart from me you can do nothing. Whoever does not abide in me is thrown away like a branch and withers. Such branches are gathered, thrown into the fire, and burned. If you abide in me, and my words abide in you, ask for whatever you wish, and it will be done for you. My Father is glorified by this, that you bear much fruit and become my disciples. As the Father has loved me, so I have loved you. Abide in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. I have said these things to you, so that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be complete. Powerful words, and may God add a blessing to them. God bless you. Hello, it's good to see you again. I want to share with you some thoughts on this idea of the source of our strength. Now, the Gospel of John is a gospel that has a mystical quality to it. And in chapter 15, verses 1 through 11, Jesus teaches about the source from where his strength and his knowledge and his growth are drawn. He describes himself as the vine and God as the vine grower, or vine dresser. In other words, he exists because there is a grower of the vine that has produced the vine in the first place. Now, I guess in some ways you have to be a vine keeper or a vine grower to fully comprehend this image, or at least you have to be someone who has worked in the soil. But if you can imagine for a moment, Jesus is saying, there is a source that my strength is drawn from. And because of that source, I am. Here is the vine, he is saying, in me. And I am the vine, but behind me, there is the care, the love, and nurture that has helped me to be this vine. So do not be mistaken. This vine that I am, this life that exists in me, does not exist of itself and is not produced in itself. But there is this life-giving influence that is in me, and because there is this vine grower behind me, that strength emanates through me. Now, I think this is a rich image. It further teaches that the vine, in its purpose, is meant to yield fruit. The offshoots of the vine, when it is healthy, is weighted with growth, with new fruit. That is part of its natural design. And when an offshoot or a branch does not produce fruit, the vine dresser prunes that growth away so that new and healthier growth can come on. When we do not produce the fruit that should come from our discipleship with Jesus, the vine dresser helps to prune away those things that has been a hindrance to our growth. We need to be aware of what in our lives prevents us from producing the abundance of fruit that God wants to produce in our living. The vine grows. The vine dresser nurtures and cares for the vine. But you know, there are sometimes parts of our living, parts of our lives, just like branches on a vine, that are no longer productive and need to be done away with. There are things in our personality that helps to sabotage our growth and helps to hinder our development and helps to destroy every good thing that comes along. There are parts of our personality our interaction with others, and even our outlook on life that no longer is productive to our growth and to our development and need to be done away with. That is part of our spiritual quest and our spiritual search, to seek out those things that keep us separated from living up to our fullest potential and keeps us separated from God, and undoing them and taking on new growth and new development that moves us closer to God and closer to the fulfillment of our living and lives. So many of us, we have been blessed. We have been blessed in our lives to have warm and caring influences. Folks in our lives have been vine dressers or vine growers, and they have produced growth through us that would bless our living, that would help us to bless the community and others and bless ourselves. We should be thankful for those in our lives who help to nurture us and assist us in our development and growth. This Sunday, as we come upon it, is Mother's Day. And I cannot help but think of all the ways that we have been nurtured, that we have been cared for, that we have been loved, that we have been assisted in our growth and development. It may have been your biological mother that demonstrated that abundance and love to you. Or it may have been someone biologically related to you, but not your mother. Or it may even have been someone not biologically related to you at all, who showed the love, the care, and the nurture that allowed you to draw strength from and to grow because of. Whoever it was, we need to thank them. There is someone who loved and cared and blessed, and in moments guided us and helped us to prune our lives, to develop our lives, so that we could grow and become our best. We all know today that who we are and what we are has been drawn from a source that allowed us to grow and helped us to grow and showed us a way in our development. This is why we set aside a day and say something like Happy Mother's Day, to give tribute to all of those who mothered us so we could grow, those who gave us strength so that we could step out into the world, those who encouraged us so that we might go on and see and understand how we might use our gifts. So we give tribute to all of those who mothered us and helped us to grow. But ultimately, this, we give thanks to God, who has been really the source of all of our strength and the impetus to all of our development. We have drawn our strength and wisdom and compassion from our mothers or those who mothered us, and God has nurtured them as God has nurtured us. And so we can say, yes, happy Mother's Day, and have a blessed Lord's Day, from whom we find strength and growth and wisdom. See, sisters and brothers, there is always someone behind someone. And ultimately, there is God behind us all. And that is what we give thanks to. We give thanks to all of the positive places in which we have gained strength, and which we have gained perspective, and which we have gained hope to continue on. We give thanks for all of those miracle workers in our living and in our lives, and we give thanks to God. Behind each of us, we have found places from where we have drawn strength, and our growth has developed, and we've been able to go on to see what goodness there is in life and what the end will be. I wanted to share just a few words with you on this text, and I pray that you will have a blessed time, a blessed day, a blessed weekend, and we shall see each other again. Talk to you soon.